My name is Emily. I'm 28 years old, and for the past 5 years, I've been married to a man named Daniel. He's 30 now. To the world, he may seem quiet, maybe even ordinary, but to me, he has always been gentle in a way that most people never learn to be. Daniel is the kind of man who never raises his voice, no matter how upset or tired he feels. He never throws harsh words at me. He never walks away when I'm hurting. When I fall sick, he sits beside me with a towel and checks my fever every hour. When I'm exhausted after work, he serves me dinner without saying a word about how long his own day was. Every morning, he makes my tea exactly the way I like it. Every night, if I come home late, he has already cooked something warm. And when life gets too heavy and I break down, he doesn't ask me to stop crying. He simply pulls me closer and whispers, "You're stronger than you believe, Emily. I'm always with you." He loves quietly, and because his love was so gentle, I didn't realize how powerful it actually was. I work in a corporate office. I earn $5,000 a month. I studied late nights, took extra courses, and climbed my way up. I worked hard, and I was proud of myself. Daniel works as a delivery driver. He earns $2,200 a month. He spends his days under the burning sun, the freezing wind, and heavy rain. He comes home with aching legs and dirt on his clothes. But instead of complaining, he always smiles and says, "It's okay, Emily. I'm fine." At first, I appreciated everything, but slowly I started comparing. I began noticing what other couples had. Expensive rings, vacations, luxury gifts. I saw men buying cars for their wives, surprising them with designer bags. And then I looked at Daniel, wearing the same pair of shoes for years, never buying anything for himself. A bitter voice inside me started whispering, "Why can't he give you those things? Why can't he be like other men?" One evening, I finally said it out loud. "Daniel, why don't you try something bigger? Why don't you start a business?" He lowered his eyes and answered softly, "I don't know how, Emily. I've never done business before." His honesty irritated me. "Other men do it. Why can't you?" Daniel didn't defend himself. He rarely does. He just looked at me with hurt in his eyes and stayed silent. Every month he sends $1,000 to his parents. They're old and sick. That money is their medicine, their food, their survival. From the remaining amount, he gives me everything he has. But instead of appreciating him, I complained. Instead of saying thank you, I said it wasn't enough. One night he came home late, and when I asked why, he said, "I was looking for another job." And for the first time, I saw fear in his eyes. Fear of disappointing me. Daniel began leaving home before sunrise. He searched for extra work in every direction, going from shop to shop, office to office, asking if they needed help. He came home after dark, shoulders heavy, steps slower than usual. But he didn't complain once, not even a sigh. A week later, he finally said, "I found a second job, at a restaurant. I'll work nights. It'll bring in more money." I smiled and said, "Good," without asking a single question about how he felt. I didn't ask how many hours he would sleep. I didn't ask if he could handle it. I didn't ask if he was okay. Daniel started working both jobs immediately. He spent the day delivering packages. In the evening, he rushed to the restaurant. By the time he returned home, I was already asleep. His life became a loop of work, work, and more work. No rest, no time for friends, no time for laughter, no time for us. Days passed like this, until one night, something changed. I heard the bathroom door open and then a loud thud. My heart jumped. I ran toward the sound, pushed open the door, and there he was. Daniel was sitting on the floor, back against the wall. His face had turned almost white. His hands were trembling. His breathing was uneven. "Daniel, what happened?" I cried. He looked up weakly and said, "I'm just tired. Everything is spinning a little." Tears filled my eyes. I grabbed my phone, called a cab and rushed him to the hospital. After tests and checks, the doctor walked in and said, "He's physically exhausted, his body is overworked, he needs proper sleep and real rest. If he continues like this, it could become dangerous." Those words hit me harder than anything I had ever heard. When Daniel fell asleep, I sat next to him and looked at his face, a face that always tried to stay strong for me, a face that never complained, never blamed, never asked for more. And for the first time in a long time, I saw everything clearly. I held his hand and whispered, "I'm sorry, Daniel. I didn't see your effort. I didn't see your pain. I pushed you too hard." After a moment, his eyes slowly opened. A tired smile touched his lips. "Don't cry," he whispered softly. "I just wanted you to feel proud of me." My heart shattered. I realized that the man lying in that hospital bed wasn't weak. He wasn't failing. He wasn't any less than other men. He was strong in a way money can't measure. He loved in a way diamonds can't replace. He gave me kindness instead of gifts. He gave me peace instead of luxury. He gave me support instead of excuses. He gave me loyalty instead of promises. He gave me himself, completely, honestly, quietly. Since that night, everything changed inside me. I stopped comparing. I stopped chasing things that didn't matter. I stopped looking at what other couples had and started looking at the man who had been by my side all along. Now, when I look at Daniel, I don't see what he can't give. I see everything he already gives. I see a man whose love doesn't need noise or show. A man who sacrifices silently. A man who stays even when he's tired, even when life is hard. Daniel isn't just my husband. He is the calm in my chaos. He is the quiet strength behind every step I take. He is my home. And sometimes, the greatest love stories aren't loud. They don't come wrapped in diamonds or luxury. Sometimes, true love whispers. Sometimes, true love sacrifices. Sometimes, true love simply stays and never lets go.